What's up, everyone, and welcome to the channel. We have new content for you today. Maybe it's the thumbnail, the title, whatever it is that caught your attention, but I'm glad you're here because I want to help you win. I want to help you win big. And so even though this channel is still really new, we're about two and a half months in, but I've heard so much feedback from so many of you regarding the content that we've been sharing, and we're all about being candid, how we can help more people to win. And so I have a topic that I want to get into today. And before I get into that particular topic, I want you to know this. Whether you follow me on Facebook or on Instagram, TikTok, whatever it is, you know that, or you may not know likely, that I've been sharing this. And I've been sharing that this year, 2022, I am going to support the growth. I want to see you win this year, right? I am going to support the growth of 100 people to win in 4 key areas, all right? It is mental, spiritual, relational, financial. Those 4 areas, so we can win in these areas this year. I'm going to coach and train and build so that we can, again, capitalize on some wins. This year, we're not taking L's, because even when you lose, you learn. That's it. Even when you lose, you learn. And so here it is. Let's get right into it. The theme of the day, the theme of the video is this, is that we hear a lot about this word goals. We hear about a lot, goals. And coming into a new year, top of the year, you have all kind of goals. I want to lose this amount of weight. I want to make this amount of money. I want to pay off this amount of debt. I want to be in a relationship. I want to do this and that and go here and travel here. And there are a number of things that we really have a good motive or a good intent to go and accomplish. But you know how it is. Normally 2 weeks in, 3 weeks in, definitely by like mid-February-ish, somewhere around there, it just seems like many times we just feel like we're not making progress. Maybe we slipped up too many times, feel like we made too many mistakes. And it's like, how can I move forward in these areas? Well, I got you today. And so most times when you hear about goals, you hear about SMART goals, or you may have heard this title or acronym SMART. Now let's see if I can remember this. All right, SMART. What is it? The acronym is specific, measurable, attainable. I always get mixed up in the middle. Achievable, realistic, timely. And I definitely do agree with that. I think SMART goals are really, really important. I want to highlight something a bit different today though, right? I want to get deeper into the type of goal we should set. So here it is. I want you to start thinking about goals as it relates to what you are putting in. Okay, many times we're focusing on the outcome or the result or getting on the scale or looking at the account. But if you focus on what's going in, like what you are putting in, the work that you are putting in, it will automatically change the outcome. So many times I'm not really focusing on the results part of it and monitoring that part every single day. I'm simply committed to what I am putting in. How does that look for me practically? So if I made the decision that I'm going to work out 4 days a week for 25 minutes, if I do that, right, and I eat the right things, naturally my body is going to respond. If I make the decision that I'm going to become debt-free, or make a certain amount of money each year, or give away a certain amount of money each year, well, it's my responsibility to put the right things in to paying off the debt, right? I have to be consistent in those areas. So here is the thing. I want you to begin to write down input goals that focuses on what you are putting in. This will change everything, what you are putting in. Once you do it this way, your input goals will become greater than these traditional goals that we set, and we keep losing that, right? We want to set end goals, input goals. This right here is the turning point. After this, here's what you want to begin to get into. You ready for this? Here we go. Make sure you're taking some notes. Write this down. You're going to want to come back to this in a week, a month, or whatever it is. You want to make sure after you have begun to write your end goals or your input goals, you want to make sure you have two things behind that. You want to make sure that they are visible. So you want to have visibility and you want to have accountability. I'll say this again. You want to have visibility and accountability. What does that really mean? You want to make sure that your goals, your end goals, your end goals are visible. You want to be able to see them. It really does not matter where you have it. You can have it on your bathroom mirror. You can have it in your car. You can have it on a piece of paper. It really does not matter. You want to make sure it's visible and it's in a place that you are going to look at it often. Now, with visibility, you also want to have accountability. So here's the thing, and you may make some people upset right here, right? But you need people in your life that are not afraid to tell you the truth. In fact, I'll even say it this way. You need people in your life who are not impressed with you. That means they're honest enough to actually tell you the truth. It may not always feel good when you hear it, but if you really want to win, you have to make sure your goals have visibility and they also have accountability. It will automatically cause your life to correct and begin to be elevated when you make sure you have visibility and accountability. So once you do those first two things, it sets us up for the last one. Here is number 3. We've talked about end or input goals. We've talked about it having visibility and accountability. Here's the third one. I love it. It's rhythm. It's when you begin to see those small wins. It doesn't matter if your goals are on like a digital platform or if it's written down on your desk or whatever it is. You want to get rhythm because this year we're not after chasing money. We're after maximizing time. Time is your greatest asset. Time means more than money. When you chase money, money can seem to like elude you. But if you will put the right priorities in place and prioritize time over money, it will change everything. When you put the right things in with time, it begins to give you rhythm. Again, because we're not chasing money, we are prioritizing our time to get a better rhythm so we can be more consistent. That's very important because, listen to this, because we want to be in a position to where we are being more candid, which means our authentic selves. Our life gets out of rhythm when we're trying to be something that we're not, and that causes our goals to be thrown off. So we want to be authentic to who we are, our values, our core, how we've been created so that we can be more candid. Again, we're after rhythm. We want more consistent wins. Now with this, I'm telling you, you're going to have to hold yourself to a higher standard. People will not respect what you haven't first set. They're not going to respect your new standards if your standards have not been set and been communicated. You're going to have to hold yourself accountable to these standards, and the people who truly rock with you will honor those standards and help you and support you to make sure those standards remain in place. Because once you're after rhythm and maximizing time, you already know things will come from everywhere to rob you of that time. Let's get into it. Let's review it for the last time. We're talking about goals, but in a whole different way. So let's wrap it and review it. Here it is. Our goals should be end goals or input goals, right? Secondly, they should have visibility and accountability. And that leads to the last one, which is rhythm. I'm telling you, you're going to start seeing consistent wins. And once you start seeing consistent wins, there is no going back. Let's change the game. Let's change the whole game with this new way of rocking with our goals. Listen, if this added value to your life in any way, take a moment, subscribe, like this video, turn on the bell so you are getting notified of all our new videos. We're just getting started. Let's continue to grow up. Keep being candid.